Have you seen PJ lately?
No, but he keeps disappearing for some reason.
Weird. Got any sevens?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna find it when I'm not looking for it. So I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking for an arcade anywhere. I don't even care. Forget it. Hey, what do we got here? I found it! I found it! Let's see if this game is as good as they say. So many choices, but boys and girls, I think I'm gonna choose Samson because he was strong, all right? So let's go Samson. Do you guys know anything about Samson? Well, I can tell you about Samson. Now, if you remember Mr. Elijah's message from a couple weeks ago, then you remember Jacob. Well, Jacob's descendants, the Israelites, they were stuck in slavery in Egypt. And if you remember Miss Alex's message from last week, you know that Miriam, along with her brothers, Moses and Aaron, helped the Israelites escape from slavery in Egypt and find their own promised land. Well, I got good news. They made it. They made it to the promised land. Oh yeah, oh yeah, woo, woo, woo. But there's bad news. And the bad news is that once the Israelites got to the promised land, they kept forgetting about God, like over and over and over, generation after generation after generation. Now, that's where the judges come in. Everybody say, in your best movie trailer voice, judges. Ooh, that was really good, yeah. And these judges, they were there to help keep Israel on track, thinking about God so that they wouldn't stray away. Now, Samson was one of those judges, and Samson's life starts out pretty amazing. So an angel comes down from heaven to announce Samson's birth, which is a good start. And then, as a boy, Samson takes this thing called a Nazirite vow. You can say that with me, Nazirite vow. Well, what is that? It basically means that he's never gonna cut his hair. And because of that, the Holy Spirit is gonna fill him up with supernatural strength. Just one rule, don't cut the hair. Turn to your neighbor and say, don't cut the hair. It's gonna be very important. Now, Samson seems like he's got a pretty good head start on life, but there was just one problem. Samson had a temper. Now, how many of you guys have ever had a bad temper before? Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Me too. Sometimes when I lose my temper, I make really bad choices that I immediately regret. Like one time I was playing a board game with my friend and he was beating me really bad and I just got so mad that I just threw all the pieces off the board and threw all the paper money in the air and I ruined the game. I ruined it, okay? I could have still won the game, but because I lost my temper, I ruined it. Not my proudest moment. But let's take a look at what Samson does because I think we're gonna see that he needs some help with his choices too. All right, let's do it. Level 1, Samson's wedding. Okay, this seems easy enough. Now, Samson's getting married to a Philistine woman, and to have a little bit of fun at his wedding, he asks his wedding guests to solve a riddle, and he promises them that if they can solve it, he will give all of them brand new clothes. Now, where's Samson gonna get brand new clothes for everybody? He doesn't have them, boys and girls. Turn to your neighbor and say, he ain't got them. That's right, he's just counting on his riddle to be so hard that nobody will guess it. Well, unfortunately, Samson's wife-to-be tells everybody the answer to the riddle, and now they want their new clothes. And Samson is mad. I mean, he is upset. And remember how we talked about a bad temper leading to bad choices? Well, buckle up because I think we're gonna have to help Samson do a lot better. Here's the choices. Beg his guests to forgive his debt, or kill 30 people and steal their clothes? Okay, well this seems pretty easy, but I wonder if you can guess what Samson actually chose in the Bible. Yeah, He chose to kill 30 people and steal their clothes. Samson, what are you doing, buddy? That is the worst choice ever. It's like because he decided to lead himself instead of let God lead his choices, he made the absolute worst possible. No. The game chose for me? Oh my, okay. I guess I was just too busy talking to you guys, but it won't happen again. Okay, focus up. Next level, here we go. Level 0, Samson and Delilah. Well, things didn't work out so well for Samson and his wife, probably because of all the killing he did at the wedding. So he finds a new girlfriend named Delilah. What Samson doesn't know is that Delilah is actually working for his enemies, the Philistines. The Philistines are so mad at Samson, they want to learn the secret of his strength so they can destroy him. So Delilah gets to work. She asks Samson 3 times, "What is the secret of your strength?" Let's see Samson's choices. He can either tell Delilah the secret or find another girlfriend. Well, I think it's pretty obvious what Samson should do. I mean, Delilah doesn't care about Samson at all. He should definitely find a girlfriend that doesn't work for his enemies. But as it turns out, Samson, he's not quite as smart as we... No, are you kidding me? No, it happened again. It happened again, great. They chose for me, and guess what they chose? They chose tell Delilah the secret. What a terrible choice. So Samson actually did tell Delilah his secret, believe it or not. He told Delilah about the hair. If he cut his hair, he would lose all of his strength. So guess what? Delilah cuts his hair, and he loses all of his God-given strength. And then the Philistines swoop in, they blind Samson, and they throw him into prison. Whew. That's a huge level down, but bear with me. I think we can maybe redeem this. Here we go. Level -1, chains. All right, so we've got Samson. He's blind now. He's covered in chains, and he's presented in the Philistine temple in front of all of the Philistine rulers. Now, does it get worse than this, boys and girls? Probably not. But here's where I want to pause and remember our Z verse, Psalm 37:5, which says, "Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you." Samson has one last choice to make. Give up and accept defeat, or commit what's left of his life to God. Okay, so before we make this choice, let's think about it. What would it look like for Samson to give what's left of his life to God? I mean, there he is in this temple with all of the Philistines. Remember, the Philistines were enemies of the Israelites and of God. And Samson, he's got his hands on the 2 pillars that are holding up a very heavy roof. I mean, what if... It just keeps happening. I'm so sorry. I get to talking to you guys and I am not paying attention, but good. It looks like Samson made the right choice. This is what he did. He pushed those pillars over, and with all of those pillars came down the stone roof that crushed all of the Philistine rulers. Now, Samson did not make it out alive, but he took God's enemies with him. And to me, that sounds like a pretty big win. Romans 8:6 says this, "Letting your sinful nature control your mind will lead to death, but letting the Spirit control your mind will lead to life and peace." Whew, that was a fun game. And this is an important choice, not just for Samson, but for all of us. See guys, I'm gonna tell you the hidden cheat code in the life of Samson. It's this: when we make choices all by ourselves, we're always gonna level down. But when we take a moment to invite God into our choices, he's gonna lead us to a life of peace and constant leveling up. So let me ask you a question. How will you invite God into your choices? Instead of just jumping in because you feel like it or because you don't feel like thinking about it, what if you took a moment to stop and pray and ask God to give you the Holy Spirit to help you make better choices? Where could God take you? Guys, put the cards down. Put the cards on the floor because I have something I need to tell you. I found the arcade. I found it and I played the game, and wow, it is truly the best game ever. Now, I didn't level up as much as I wanted to. Guys, this game's hard. It's very hard. And I want to know who is this top scorer on the game because I want to shake their hand. Maybe one day we'll find out. What are you guys playing?
CrossFit Gelatin.
Love that game. I got a 6. Guess I lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.